remember now.
Oh, thanks for linking that there, Gentle Snow.
Oh, yes, there you go. Gentle Snow, of course. You know, someone also tweeted out, you know, something like, you know, for streamers, like, you know, if you want to support a streamer, just promote them and, you know, just support them and blah, blah, blah. And I spent some time writing out a tweet for a lot of the people who support my, you know, my individual channel and everything like that. But, you know, for Ultra Chen TV and everything like that, you know, Gentle Snow has been super supporter of us for a very, very long time.
Absolutely right.
Basically, like he's basically like our self-appointed moderator of the channel and just does a lot of great work. So shout outs to Gentle Snow, much appreciated, sir, for a lot of the help that you guys do for that. So
for sure. Well, anything else going on?
Not that I can think of.
I've had a fascinating look into the world of CSGO over the last few days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
So you know the guy Sadokist who said the N-word and he like had the hard.
Was there another one?
No, it was the same.
Oh, same one. Okay,
but it's been a couple of months now, and so he's coming back into streaming, into being on a big event again. So I tweeted about how I was like, it's only been 2 months. That seems, I don't forget how I phrased it, but like I'm not super stoked about it. Oh
man, okay.
And then, well, what's very interesting to me is that James Bardoff, who is black, said that he's the guy who hired Sadokist to come back on.
Oh, really? Okay.
So he responded that to me on that tweet, which is interesting. You know, I haven't talked with James about it, but I'm sure he's got his reasons. And then it's been like really very interesting and like educational, I guess, to see everybody else's response, because it's, you know, some people are just like, cool, he deserved a second chance. You know, I can't, that's fine. Everybody deserves a second chance. I don't know if 2 months later is like the time, but obviously everybody deserves a second chance at some point. So I'm down with the idea. And then, but it ranges to like super racist. Like, so there's like this, there's this significant, what? There's this very significant like breadth of opinion, you know, but it like starts at second chance, cool, to I don't care, just whoever was the best, to outright obviously racist. and then there's fascinating people in there. Like this one guy responded saying like, well, you know, in Serbia we say that word all the time. It's no big deal. Why does anybody care about this? Somebody who has no insight into the meaning of that word, right?
In
completely
context,
divorced. Yeah, exactly. Like completely divorced from the history of the word. Uses it and feels like it's not a big deal. I think it'd be fascinating to have a conversation with that person about
how he perceives.
Yeah, like how that even came to be, and I'd love to know what the genesis of that is. And also, as somebody with Croatian heritage, I know that Serbs have plenty of things that they hate to talk about because that's in my own family history. So I know that there are things that they take very seriously and would not want to talk about in a very similar way. But he like doesn't, you know, doesn't recognize it or whatever.
It's not, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, it's been very interesting.
Dude, there was another, I mean, there's been a couple of people who have been getting blown up on the internet. I'm sorry, was there anything else that you wanted to say about, or?
That's it. I mean, like I said, I'm down with the dude getting a second chance. I feel like 2 months is probably not enough time because, you know, a lot of people who, I wouldn't say that most of the responses have been obviously racist, but like pretty good number are like clearly also N-words / you know, various slurs and stuff. Like it's a pretty good percentage. So I feel like there should be some example that, you know, don't say that or there's going to be real consequences. You know, it's a very European esport, and so if somebody in Serbia doesn't get it, like I don't know how to make them get it, or do they need to get it? Because I don't want to like export my American requirements onto somebody in Serbia.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's very.
I mean, it's like I said, if they say it in their country, kind of in a different context, but they have to understand that it's different in the United States. The context is different there, right? So, I mean, it's like you're not going to go around just doing this to everybody all around the world, right? Because in America, this is like A-okay. in other places, it's oh man, it is not.
Indeed.
It means the opposite of that. In fact, I probably just flipped off a bunch of people from foreign countries on stream right now. So
yeah. Well, anyway, it's been very interesting. But
Yeah.
I'd like to talk with James about why it is that he like hired back Sadicus so fast. But you know, I haven't yet. So.
Okay. But did you see that one racist guy who was caught on camera in New York, a part of that law firm?
Oh my God!
He threw out an apology. Did you see his apology?
No.
Oh my God!
I didn't see his apology.
He's like, oh, I moved to New York because I like the diversity. It was that, like, I'm sorry you were offended kind of thing. And he was like, I'm not a racist, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, sure.
Even though there's like 3 videos of him clearly being fully racist.
Over a period of time, by the way. Like,
exactly.
It's like over a year or two.
You sit there and you read it and you're just like...
He's like showing up to other rallies, you know.
Right,
like
and I mean, it's very clear that his career is getting railroaded at this point in time. And
well,
so,
may he get fucked.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, then there was
is super like he's Jewish also, right?
Yeah,
it's super weird to me that he can like there are still Holocaust survivors. Come on, like learn some lessons, you know. That stuff's not good.
Yeah.
God.
Like, I know it's all a touchy subject, like, so I just don't want to keep talking about it, but there's just other things on the internet where, oh God, someone said like the dumbest thing and it just like blew up and
okay.
God, I just...
You don't want to talk about it, that's cool.
I mean, did you...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you read about the guy who was like saying that that was straight white male is becoming the new version of the N-word?
Yes, I did. I did.
Oh God, it's just you read that and you're just like, oh, you just have no understanding of anything, so... Anyways, Street Fighter 30th anniversary coming out next week.
Soon.
Yes, let's end this on a happy note here. So I'm excited about that. So can't wait for that.
Combo Breaker this weekend. I also...
Why has there been no more videos for 30th anniversary coming out here? Not that I know anything, but like...
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Dropping news right there, I see. I also pre-ordered Blaze Blue Cross Tag on the Switch.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I now have it pre-ordered on both PlayStation 4 and the Switch because I think it's the most fun game in 2018.
Actually, you know what? I have not pre-ordered it yet, and I will pre-order it on both. I will definitely pre-order on both because I want to play it seriously on the PS4 and then training mode on flights on the Switch. So I'm definitely gonna do
that's
that.
what I'm all about, for sure.
I can't wait because that game looks like there's a lot of fun training mode stuff.
It's a sandbox.
Yeah.
It's a sandbox.
It's sick and creative, dude.
It is.
It feels sick and creative, so I really, really want to get that. The Switch, I will tell you, is one of the most dangerous consoles out there because it does make you want to buy everything on 2 platforms. Because I'm 100% getting 30th on both PS4 and on the Switch as well.
I got it on Steam and the Switch, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go.
I also bought Pokken on the Switch because I figure like I'm just gonna I travel a lot.
Oh yeah, makes world.
I travel a lot, you know. I'm just
because I read the word in the chat, so yeah. So okay, I'm probably gonna play it with a PS4. I've got an adapter, Brooks adapter. I can use the PS4 controller. I've had a history of playing fighting games on PS1 controllers, I should say, back in the Street Fighter EX days and all those things like that. I mean, I did the entirety of the Street Fighter EX expert training mode trials on pad because there was no joystick at the time.
Oh my God.
There was no joystick, so I got good at playing that. I mean, I had to use that for all of the games that came out on PS1 and PS2 because people don't realize how hard it was to get joysticks at that time. I had to spend like $180 for like an import like Hori stick that someone stole from me at EVO.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I put it down on a table, went to go interview some players who made top 8, came back and it was gone. And I had another stick that was stolen off the floor at one point in time, but it was modded in a certain way that it was very unique to mine. And someone said, oh, I know the guy who has it because he tried to sell it to me. And he's like, I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And then he came back and he's like, yeah, now he just denies that the thing exists. Like, he's like, I never did it, and da-da-da-da. And like, what are you going to do at that point? Dude, stick stealing was such a problem back in those days. Everybody stole joysticks because it was so hard to come by.
Well, I don't know about everybody stole joysticks, but not everybody stole joysticks.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just saying a lot.
It was
of people,
more common than today.
It happened a lot. So.
But yeah, theft was always a part of majors, absolutely. And yeah, my weird split box does work on the Switch because I got a.
Oh, that's right.
Oh boy, what's
Brooks.
the name of it? The Brooks Ultimate Fighting Board UFB, which works on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC, and Switch.
So you're gonna take it on the plane with you and play on the plane?
Yeah, I don't think it's really practical with the current design, but I'm currently working on a smallerization of it.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, this is the embiggened version. So.
Okay. Yeah, let me know how that. Actually, I might try it once you get the smallerized version of it.
I found somebody who has a 3D printer and is totally cool with me experimenting on it.
Oh, dang, nice.
I'm gonna make it in a 3D printed version, which means that I can make it much more compact.
KFC, the Switch's battery life is about 5 hours. About 5 hours. I do have an external battery that I've tried with it, but I don't think the external battery is very good. Like, it won't actually charge the Switch. It actually just makes it drain slower, which is not very good. So I'm gonna have to look for a better external battery than that one that I have. So it was cheap. It was like $18 or something. So it was on sale. So not surprised that it's not so good. So,
all right,
dude, I had actually joked about like putting like giant like naked Urian artwork on my joystick just so people would stop stealing it. You know what I mean? And then someone actually responded in the Toryuken.com forum, was like, because I was like, I just want to make like naked Urian with like literally the joystick in the wrong place.
Sick,
and all that
that's
stuff
hilarious.
Like that. And someone's like, I would steal that just because it's your stick then. I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Genius. That'd be hilarious though. I've never seen a. Why have I never seen a stick like that? That seems like such an obvious thing.
Yeah,
but I've never seen it either.
Oh well.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. KFC people will want it even more.
Some people will want it even more.
Yeah, exactly. So. There you go.
All right.
Anyways, that's all I got. So,
man, I just cracked up. Serbs still talk about a battle that they lost to the Ottoman Empire in the 1300s. Literally. Like you don't get what the historical. I mean, come on, it's absurd.
I mean, but I have no reason to know anything about that, right? So, or
no, he just doesn't. I don't know if there's like an inability to recognize why historical word matters. I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
I just think it's more like actually applying that thought.
Okay.
Come on. Anyway, cool. We'll see everybody at Combo Breaker. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely
hanging out with friends and so forth. And if you can't make it, then tune in.
Check out. Make sure you follow Ace King Offsuit. He'll have the schedules up for Combo Breaker up very soon. So it should be good stuff. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night.
Tweet.
Oh, yeah, go.
Oh, Mr. G, look, buddy. I gotta tell you, I don't know that much about hockey nowadays. I found out via the BBC World Radio program that the Golden Knights made the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's the new expansion Vegas team? Or?
Yes, this is their expansion year, and they made the Stanley Cup Finals, which is the first time that's happened since, maybe 1967, when the league expanded from 6 to 12 teams, and one conference was only expansion teams. So one was guaranteed to make it. I think it was the Blues, and they made it several years in a row because the other teams were garbage.
Like, I don't know what the method is. Like I know on in basketball, whenever they create an expansion team, every team gets to protect like 4 players, and the expansion teams get to like grab one of the players off the different. Is it the same way in hockey?
It's just made of castaways.
And they did it.
They did it anyway.
Okay.
They got some really good castaways, but yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's super cool. Did the Caps make it on the Eastern side? I have no idea. I still own much Caps merch. I have a Caps sweatshirt and Caps hats and Caps jerseys. Did they make it? I don't know.
All I know about the Wayne Gretzky Genesis game was about making Wayne Gretzky's head bleed from the Swingers. You've seen Swingers movie. They have a whole scene on that.
Oh yeah.
Where they like watch this. I'm gonna make his head bleed for Superfan 99 over here, and then like he goes answers the door and he like beats him up while like he's not playing, and he's like what the hell? You actually see the guy lying on the floor in pixel art with like blood coming out of his.
In Wayne Gretzky's 64. that what you're talking about?
Which one? In Wayne Gretzky on the Genesis.
Oh, okay.
On the Genesis,
okay.
on the Genesis, Sega Genesis.
Okay, that
game.
one I don't know.
Yeah,
All right,
okay,
I played a butt ton of the 3D hockey on the 64.
Oh, on the N64 one. No, this was like 2D pixelized though.
Yeah, okay.
But it's like one of the funniest scenes.
3-3 Caps versus Tampa Bay, huh? Well, I hope that the Caps win. But as I said, I'm really just not at all in it anymore. It feels weird to say, but I don't know anything about hockey now.
I'm in the same way with basketball, but I kind of have a reason because every year has been Cavs and then Warriors.
Oh,
Cavs,
yeah.
Warriors,
And the
Cavs,
Lakers
Warriors,
are
Cavs,
crap.
Cavs. Lakers aren't very good. I mean, they were fun this year to watch, and but it's just like I can't even watch the playoffs anymore because it just doesn't matter.
That's very interesting.
I don't know what the Cavs are doing right now. I know Boston was up 2-0, 2-1 over them at one point in time. I don't know what the score is right now, but it's just like every year it's like the same two teams, and it's just
interesting. You don't think that's like interesting historically, right? Though I don't know. No?
I mean, it probably doesn't help that I don't want to see those teams.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so.
Fair enough. I don't even have that reason. The Ducks have been good and they made the playoffs again. And the Caps, I guess, are about to make it. They're in Game 7 for the Stanley Cup to make it in the Stanley Cup Finals. Mm-hmm. So it's not like my teams are bad. Mm-hmm, I just have been watching video games too much. That's it.
Oh, it is 2-2 now again, and 2-2 against the Rockets. Okay, so we've got some close series, dude. If it ends up Rockets Boston, I will watch the NBA Finals just to support not having those two teams there again.
Fair enough.
All right,
let's get out of here.
Let's do it now. Okay, we can do this here.
Well, I respect a fan who's been a Warriors fan since they were bad. But I lived in the Bay Area in the early 2000s, and I knew precisely one person who had a Warriors hat.
Yeah, they sucked back at that point in time, dude. They were terrible.
Yep. We lived 15 minutes away from the arena. One person.